So
small, but maybe just give me a little feedback.
got the Terralex sales agency
So
services.
you can put an NFC chip here to add extra info, but just it has your number and email address, just a little bit of copy.
Cool.
But it's kind of small.
I mean, just having that on
It's
a
okay.
web. I mean, honestly, it, like having it on a piece of paper is cool. We could work that out, but just having a link for that, for now, like what I'm working through is having like a presentation.
Can I take this over?
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is good. This is a good start.
As well.
For today, like I'm thinking through a presentation because this is so clear what you've done to describe the user experience. So I just want to like have a presentation that has one slide for each one of these components to test
Nice.
today.
Yeah.
And so yeah, the way that you described it before is like, man, I wish I recorded that. So I'm just gonna do that.
You know, you can use UX Pilot, I think, to make these.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would build it out first in ChatGPT and then bring it over
I've
to
got
UX
like
Pilot.
I've
and
got
do it
2
ourselves.
hours before I need to go, and then I want to like make an agent that's going to set up these projects before I go for me. I believe I know how to do that now, relatively quick. It's going to use computer use to basically use the spatial network, and we're going to have an agent.
You're gonna have
with
it
Lindy.
using our forms.
It's just going
on
to
the
use
front end.
Yeah, it's just going to use the app.
Wow, that's
and-
like a childhood dream of mine.
so that's what I'm working on having set up. So before I go, we'll have this agent. We can also like hand this off. So it's just gonna be so easy where people will be able to chat with our agents about their projects and make them more robust. And I'll be able to guide people to like, work with these agents. So it's a very technical thing what we're building, and I want to be able to create one slideshow that describes this core user experience to test out when we meet with Elizabeth and some other people potentially today. So, okay, I'm gonna put this here so I have like my whole attention here. Yeah, like the core of the experience starts with a project on the spatial network and a slide that basically says what you do. It's maybe something more accurate on that slide is like, what's your vision, ? Is the first slide. That's what we open up, is like, it's really about you, like what's your vision? That's the first part of the user experience. And then that will lead me into like, well, we work with land-based businesses. The next slide is like, what are you selling? And then, so we help to like build an inventory. And then the next slide is what's your future-proof business plan? And that's where we introduce like 3D modeling and looking at like the project, geospatially. The next slide is like, what's your budget? And we talk about the integration of the AI with the business plan, and how we're giving people a future-proof solution for their business. The next slide is like, what are your priorities? And that's where we talk about really like building a better operating system for their business to gamify the process and keep young people engaged so they want to come out to the farm. The next slide is like, who's on your team? And that's where we talk about like integrating their whole team to utilize this new technology and gamify and monetize the project in a whole new way, with the future generations and the elders coming together through technology on the land. And the next part is who are your neighbors? ? And this is where we talk about the integration of bi-regional data, collaboration between projects, really bringing the Catskills back, and seeing how people are looking for these land-based projects for the future of, to build the future of humanity. And then the 8th slide is like basically a call to action to like let's get started with the spatial network, and then we can jump right in to show how we've already started to map their project and what it looks like to work together. Anything to add on this transcription before I close it?
You got it.
It's
At which part you want to tell them about the trial? I was kind of in the middle.
The trial's at the end. The trial's like the last thing. Then we like lead into. That's the end. The end of the presentation is like slide 8. Like, but yeah, maybe that's okay. What would you say for slide 8?
Because in the middle. Then it's like we're writing into this thing. Just so you know, this is what it would be, and here's how we're gonna lead you into it. Let's get started. So it's not like the price is coming at the end, and then they have this like. Okay, it's like just integrated into the whole journey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we could integrate, like, when we talk about their budget, we could just name it, like, yeah, you're gonna, basically, like, you're gonna start a trial with this, it's like, you're gonna add, after this month, you'll add $99 a month to your budget for the spatial network, and then within this month, we'll demonstrate how it's gonna help grow your bottom line. And then at the end, then it's like we'll kind of like tie it in. But yeah, plant that seed of the price when we talk about the financial data. Then like that's time to just like mention the $99 a month for the subscription. Don't ask for any there's no question about it. It's just like tell him what's your budget, and when you work together, it'll look like after the first month you'll add $99 to your budget.
What's the what you fundraise part? What do you want us to ask them? What's your business plan for?
Not everyone's gonna be fundraising, so this is more like what's your business plan, because then I'll like customize it based on what I'll learn before I present.
Yeah.
It's just more global, like what's your business plan is like. Then we'll talk about like how the 3D models can be integrated into your business plan and how you present that. Also to your team, also to yourself, your planning process, gamifying the planning process, but also if you do want to like bring in other partners, how you can have the most robust plan, a presentation, just streamlined.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the engagement part is another thing to mention. It's like the spatial network is a foundational place to host your engagements, and our engagement platform goes between augmented reality, maps, virtual reality, and social media. We're all working in concert together, because I think that's the thing. If we could become like have that side brand almost, it's like, Instagram does as well. It's like there'll be Hudson Valley Instagram, and you go, and it's all this really good drone content, things and businesses, all the stuff that you're doing now, where people could follow us and the community could be part of the conversation, and that's part of us is the community outreach is a big thing that was left unmentioned, because we have to do that here because we have to do it for our business. So like if we can create a pipeline for that kind of conversation, I think it's another value to say, hey, we're also actually going to be going to the farmers markets, we're doing articles, we're bringing the drone out to popular places, we're going where the eyeballs are, essentially.
Yep.
And I'd like to, say that, Stories on the Map was really my thought on that, was that, we were investigative, immersive journalists, and we would go to the most high visible places, and that's where we drive our sales and business. Mm-hmm. And to just have whatever. I personally like these on half sheets more, but just to have these to hand off around so people know who we are. Hey, we're Terralux, and it's just super small. I just conceptualize it. I just would build it out and make things like less blocks. I don't even need these blocks. I don't need these top.
Yeah, if this was bigger, it would be cool. It's like a nice piece of paper, but
also having a presence in in town,
Like a brochure
putting these
kind.
up on boards, getting our cards out there.